what he wants to say about suffering. Two things. First of all, it's only for a little while. He's going to say, get perspective on things. Remember, we're not living with our heads down, we're living with our heads up. We're living as people looking forward to the hope that lies before us and home to where our real inheritance is. And so if we're suffering here and now, it's just for a little while. So part of Peter's answer to the problem of suffering is get it in eternal perspective. He's going to say the same thing in chapter 5, verse 10. He'll say, after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who has called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. So if we're living as Christians with our heads up to our future hope, then we can understand that, yes, we will suffer. We don't want to diminish the significance of especially someone else's pain and suffering, but it's only for a little while in the perspective of eternity. That's the one thing Peter wants to say about suffering. The second thing he wants to say is look at what it's accomplishing. He is very intent on helping us understand that it is in the midst of pain that we learn certain lessons better than at other times, right? I mean, how many of us learn deep, profound, theological truths when everything is hunky-dory? Doesn't happen a whole lot, does it? Rich, do you have many people who come into your counseling practice and everything is going great and they just want to share how much they're growing in their faith and their love for their spouse and their kids?
I miss those times.
Oh, you miss those times. All right. And so Peter wants to point out, without belittling the pain, that it's in the midst of pain, that there's a lot of things happening and going on. And he lays out some of them for us. This is what God is accomplishing in the face of suffering. One is, it's going to result in God's praising you at Jesus' coming. Now, I'm taking in an interpretive position, but you'll notice at the end of verse 7 that we're being grieved by various trials. Our faith is genuine. We know it's genuine because it's being tested and we're being proved faithful. And then he says that this proven faith may be found to result in praise and glory and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ. One of the exegetical questions is, whose praise, whose glory, and whose honor? It's either God pronouncing praise on us, well done, good and faithful servant, or it's us when we see him pronouncing glory and honor on him when he comes. And they're actually all tied together. Peter later on is going to say that everything we do is to the praise and glory and honor of God.